Hey everybody, this is Simply D, and I'd like to welcome you back to In the Blind, or as I like to call it, My Life in the Blind, because as you know, everybody's experience is a little bit different. And today, I wanted to show you guys something real quick. I'm still out in Reno, and I just thought about it. I never showed you guys how it is that I kind of take care of Gypsy when we're on the road. I know that there are some cane travelers out there who've thought about getting a guide dog, but never actually, thought about what that process is like in terms of how do you take care of the guide dog, especially if you travel a lot. So this video is just dedicated to what I do and how I make sure that she's well taken care of while I'm keeping my hotel room organized and safe while I'm taking care of her. Now, this may sound to regular guide dog users like, oh, well, of course, but not everybody thinks along these lines all the time, and especially those who are, concerned, like, is it going to be too much work? Is it going to be too hectic? Things like that. So the first thing I wanted to show you guys is my bag over here real quick. Let me do this. Boom. So this little bag I take with me everywhere. Okay, in this little black bag, and for those who can't see, it is a satchel that I can sling over my shoulder, and it just lays on one side, so I can throw it over my shoulder, and it's right on my for me, I carry it on my left side of my body, so that way I can get into it very easily, and I can push it behind me when I need to keep it out the way. But it's not like a backpack, even though I do have one of those, which I'll be showing you guys a little bit later. My plan B for when I'm carrying a lot of extra stuff with me. But for this particular trip, I brought my my trusty satchel. So this satchel carries everything I need for Gypsy, as well as some things I need for me, like regular medication type stuff. Like I'm diabetic, so of course I need to carry my testers. I need to carry my oral medications and my insulin and things like that. So I keep everything that I know I need to have with me at a moment's notice in the satchel. So but I don't carry money or things like that in there, just in case, you forget something. Everything else in there is replaceable, but you don't want to be walking around with any significant amounts of money and leave your satchel sitting somewhere, because things happen. So anyway, in this satchel, I carry everything that deals with Gypsy. And one of the first things that I have in here is her shoes. So in this little felt pouch, I have her dog shoes, which I use especially in extremely hot weather, things like that, keep her feet nice and safe. And because of where I've been traveling to lately, my goal is to keep her safe. Now, on this trip, we've been inside most of the time, so I haven't really had to be super concerned about it, because like I said, we've been inside, and the outside area has enough grass to keep her feet nice and protected. So I haven't had her walking around in that heat barefoot. So anyway, also what's in there, and let me take you into the restroom here, because I've already started this process, and that's what made me think about sharing this with you guys, is I have little bags of dog food. So I put her measurement in there for the day. So Gypsy eats 2 cups of dog food a day, and so I try to feed her early in the morning, so no matter what comes up, I'm always prepared for she doesn't, I don't worry about feeding her and stopping in the middle of whatever I'm doing. And I also carry a collapsible dog bowl, so that way I can give her water and I can give her food throughout the day, because this also goes into that little satchel that I carry with me. So I tend to feed Gypsy when I'm on trips. I tend to feed her in the bathroom, because the floor is supposed to be, and usually tile, and so that way if she splatters a little bit of water or whatever, easy to clean up, and I'm not leaving like a sticky, nasty, drooly mess all over the carpet or anything like that, because some dogs, when they get hungry, start to drool and it gets all over the place. This is an easy cleanup situation, and I myself, as a blind person, don't have to really worry about, am I about to step on a piece of dog food? Am I going to land in something sticky, crazy, something like that? So when on the road, I always want to make sure that I have what I need for her at all times. And what's great is, even in this satchel, I keep it where I usually have a bottle of water on the side. So if we're traveling a lot, even throughout my regular travels with her, I have water and I can just stop anywhere, water her, relieve her. And even in the relieving category, for those of you guys who don't know what relieving is, basically when she has to go to the bathroom, I have little doggy relieving bags that I carry in the satchel as well as on my person at all times. And I think every member of my family is going to find a relieving bag in their pocket. You know, if they just reach in, everybody's got like one or two on them, and they don't even realize that they have them half the time because we're so used to it. We call them Gypsy bags, but they're just, you know, any kind of little plastic bag that you can pick up poop with. So anyway, just wanted to give you guys a quick this is what I do type thing. I'm probably not gonna have too many edits in this particular video, but I did want to share that with you. And of course, if we're talking about Gypsy, we gotta show you Gypsy. There she is. Hey, back up so you can be in camera. Thank you. So right now she's really hungry and looking to eat. So right now she's on her P's and Q's trying to make sure that she's doing everything obedience-wise and all that. And sometimes when we're on trips, I make it a point before feeding her to go through the obedience so that I know that she's still paying attention to what I say, things like that, because at this convention we're at, matter of fact, there are a lot of guide dogs, a lot of blind people. It's the ACB convention, American Council for the Blind, for those of you who don't know. So it's just a lot. So obedience and keeping everything under control, because so many dogs all trying to get to know each other, you have to make sure that you kind of have control, you know, so that you can make sure that you're not ending up in some kind of crazy dog pileup, because we have fast walkers, slow walkers, those who aren't that confident, and those who are very confident because they're on like dog 5, dog 6. So, but anyway, I'll tell you guys about this experience in another video. But as for right now, just wanted to share that with you, and I'm Simply D. If you have any questions about what I do to take care of Gypsy when I'm out and about, or things that we like to do to help her to, you know, anything you have questions about when it comes to me and Gypsy, let me know. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye for now.